Hey guys, Palacho here and welcome to part 2 of tips and ideas on using the Mavic's ActiveTrack feature. For those who need to catch up, you can click on the link above for part 1. For the rest, let's just get started. If you recall, ActiveTrack has 3 modes: Trace mode, which we covered on part 1, Profile mode, which we will cover on this video, and Spotlight mode, which we will cover on the next video. Now before going into how and when to use Profile mode, let's quickly recap on the basic tips that would apply on any of the modes. First, make sure your remote is not set on Sport mode. Second, be aware of your surroundings. Third, make sure your subject doesn't blend in with the background. Fourth, start tracking close to the subject. Fifth, these modes are best on slow moving targets. Sixth, plan your shot ahead of time. 7. Get ideas from movies, TV shows, documentaries. 8. Practice. Now, let's jump into ActiveTrack Profile mode. To activate Profile mode, click on the remote image on the bottom left of the screen. Select ActiveTrack and then click or highlight the subject. Click Go and select Profile from the right side of the screen. Now you are on. Now Profile mode is another tool that helps you take smooth cinematic shots. This mode allows you to follow your subject from a side, moving smoothly and parallel to it. Here you can see how it tries to follow the subject, keeping the same distance as when it was locked on. If the subject changes direction, it tries to adjust to the separation space that it had. Since we are on a hill, watch for changes of elevation. Use your imagination. Different shots on Profile mode can give you a sense of one smooth take. With some clever post-production editing, it creates nice scenes. In this particular shot, I made sure that the path the Mavic will travel was clear of any obstacles. Planning is very important. Note here that the Mavic stays locked on the subject, with speeds gradually increasing up to 20 miles an hour, and even with these trees getting in the way, it did not lose its subject. You can guide the Mavic when it's locked on the subject, because it will follow you on a parallel path. You can guide it between trees or other obstacles. Make sure you plan your shot ahead of time. Don't forget, you can adjust the height or distance from the locked subject, as you can see here. Here is another example of a shot planned ahead of time. Note how the Mavic navigates through obstacles, keeping the subject locked. Use caution and make sure obstacle avoidance is turned on. Once accustomed to the Mavic, feel free to try new things. Fly on dry land or even over water, as seen on this fishing pier. Do not panic. Be sure you know where the cancel button is and be ready to use it at any time. So this wraps up part 2 of the Mavic's ActiveTrack feature on profile mode. I hope you have learned something and enjoyed the video as well. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, give us those thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. Please share this video with your friends, and feel free to comment or ask any questions below. The final part of ActiveTrack covering Spotlight will be up soon. Until then, Palacio signing out. Peace.